Take a look at this photo, these beautiful twins and their mom, Charity, gone, dead, shot and killed in their own home. And I'm going to give you some of the details surrounding this and what was going on in her life and what everyone is thinking about tonight. We begin with this from the Sebastian County Sheriff's Office in Arkansas. December 3rd, 9:30 a.m., receive a call about a welfare check. So they go to the house. Law enforcement could not get any response from the residents and continued to investigate. They entered the home. Upon entering, they found 3 deceased individuals, a mother and 2 deceased children. It was apparent that the 3 had gunshot wounds. The woman was identified as Charity Beallis, age 40. All 3 sent to the crime lab for autopsy to determine exact cause of death. Then an update on the 9th. Search warrants, 12 search warrants in progress. 6 search warrants have been served. More warrants could be pending. Interviews, numerous interviews have taken place with more pending upon information obtained through tips. Voluminous number of tips have been received. Each lead is being actively pursued. A large amount of evidence has been collected, either processed or being processed, and autopsy results are still pending. However, Charity's father and surviving son from another relationship, he's an adult, spoke to KNWA about who they believe is responsible for this triple homicide.
Randall Beallis, he's a powerful and evil man. All he cares about is money and himself.
There was nobody else in the world that had any reason to harm her or those babies but him, and that was only for financial gain and for the hatred that he had.
They're pointing the finger at Randall Beallis. Now, the New York Post has some more information about this. I want to give it to you. Prominent Arkansas doctor, that's Randall, that denies that he had anything to do with the deaths of his estranged wife and 2 young children, and is heartbroken after their bodies were found at his home in the middle of a bitter divorce battle, his lawyers said. Dr. Randall Beallis previously pleaded guilty to domestic violence after choking his wife Charity at their $760,000 home in Bonanza back in March. He has not been arrested or charged in relation to the murders. Mr. Beallis was not responsible for the death of Mrs. Beallis nor his children's death, the attorney told the Post. Mr. Beallis has been cooperative with law enforcement and fully supports the sheriff's investigation. We hope the sheriff finds out the truth about what happened to Mrs. Charity Beallis and their children. He added that his client had given a voluntary interview and allowed access to anything requested by the Sebastian County Sheriff's Office in their investigation. Let's bring back in our think tank, Bob Bianchi, Ali Benevento, Dr. Sue Kornbluth. It's like a day after this bitter hearing, Ali, when she gets shot and killed and her children shot and killed. What are your thoughts tonight?
Rough facts, rough timeline. Everybody knows that husbands and boyfriends are typically popular suspects. And then, of course, the timing couldn't be worse for all things pointing towards this doctor. I'll be very curious to hear some of the details that come forward. It sounds like the police are working hard, interviewing a lot of people. It kind of makes you wonder what's going on here. I have a feeling that police probably know more than they're letting out publicly. They may be watching the doctor, the husband, to kind of see what his reactions are to some of the news, some of the information being released. But that's a tough one. You're the husband, you have 2 dead children, dead wife, and it was a day after your divorce hearing. Doesn't look good.
Dr. Sue.
Yeah, so I agree with Allie here. It does not look good for him. You know, Vinny, I work in this field every single day with divorced couples, and you see a lot of domestic violence go on in these relationships. Does it always mean that the domestic violence leads to death? No, but a lot of times it is a precursor for that. So I think, what troubles me the most in a lot of these cases is that these women are reporting domestic violence, and they're being told in different states that if he doesn't threaten to kill you, then there's nothing that we really can do about it. But at the end of the day, if he is guilty, no restraining order or PFA or anything is ever going to stop a man from doing something like this. My heart breaks for this family, these beautiful children, and this beautiful woman.
Bob, we have about 20 seconds to wrap this up.
Today's domestic violence is tomorrow's murder case, but I will tell you, there have been 2 cases exactly like this that I've handled in my career. Prosecutors jumped to conclusions. They got a dot I's, cross T, eliminate other suspects, because in those 2 cases, they pointed to the husband in the middle of an acrimonious divorce, and they were wrong. And it's somebody other than the husband serving life sentences. So be careful, prosecutors. Don't jump to conclusions.
Fantastic job as always, Bob Bianchi, Ali Benevento, Dr. Sue Kornbluth.